start. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 7 test slash I show you what the fuck's going on. I figured I'd start here with the team overalls. Tampa's the highest, I think, at 98. Yeah, there's a couple 97. Well, actually, there's a lot of 97s. I think they're the only 98. Probably because they have a stupidly fucking overrated goalie. Fuck you, Mork. Very angry. But yeah, it's we're gonna hop in. I'm gonna show you all of the final rosters for Season 7. This is also a preview for what 23 will look like, except less crazy. You're not gonna have Fidel Castro and the likes here. But let's take a look at the 23 rosters. So here's Anaheim. We got Trevor Zegras 90, Fidel Castro. Scott Niedermayer was the returning legend. Jamie Drysdale 91. In goal, they got Articuno. Get the Coyotes up next. They traded for Connor Hellebuck. They got Clayton Keller, Connor Bedard, Mitch Marner, Shane Doan. On defense, they got Luke Prokop, Charles McAvoy. Very nice stuff. Atlanta is the Islanders. They've got Phil Esposito and Larionov II. Kovalchuk was their legend returning. On defense, they got Mewtwo and Werenski manning the top pair. In goal, they still rocking Ilya Sorokin. The Bruins, they got a 90 overall Jeremy Swayman. Offensively, a little lackluster. They do have Cooley and Bergeron with Pasta. On defense, Carlo and Soderstrom manning the top pair. Sabres, three-time Cup champ so far in 6 seasons. They got Thompson, Savoie, Captain Tuck. On defense, Dahlin and Fox. And in net, they brought back prime Dominic Hasek. Carolina up next. A little weak in goal. Vitek Vanacek and John Gibson. Forward-wise, they've got Svechnikov Aho. Francis is their returning legend. Slavin, D'Angelo, Pesci. To honor their best skaters on defense. Blue Jackets are up next. Rick Nash, their returning legend. Barzal and Laine, two best forwards. On defense, Boqvist turned into quite the stud. Also, shout out Vish for picking this guy to be his 90 overall. Christostomus Papageorgiou. Absolute legend and a great name. In goal, they've got Daniil Tarasov and the handsomest man in the league, Jack Campbell. Calgary's up next. Drew, you lucky bastard. He's got Tony Esposito, sorry. Jacob Markstrom, starting forward core. Johnny Gaudreau signed Steve Yzerman. He's got Kachuk, brought back Iginla. He's got Larionov. Got Chunky Kong. He's alive. On defense, Tony DeGuido, Niels Lundqvist, Hannafin, Anderson, Edelgard. Probably the most stacked team. I don't know how Tampa is rated higher, but they are. Up next are the Blackhawks. They've got Jake Gensel, Matthew Beniers, DeBrincat, Matt Nyes. This is Kirby Doc, sorry. Kale Doc is on Boston. On defense, they brought back Chris Chelios and and in net, they've got the man, the myth, the legend, Jonathan Sins. Can he bring them to glory? Next is Colorado. They won the Cup in Season 2. They've got Patrick Waugh back. Starting lineup, they've got Rantanen, McKinnon, Tapu Lele, Landeskog, Suzuki, and Dragonite rounding out their top 6. On defense, it's Bowen Byram and the best player in Sim, Cale Makar. Second pair is Darth Vader and a little bit of Rayquaza. Very nice, very nice. Off to Dallas, one of the biggest disappointments in this sim. They've got Jason Robertson, first overall pick from 2 years ago, Bro Sidon. On defense, they've got Miro Heiskanen. Sergei Zubov was their legend to come back. They've also got on the third line, very nice. In net, they've got Jake Ottinger and Padme from Star Wars, if you're a nerd. If you're not, fuck you. Detroit got Sebastian Coe, so it's very nice. Their starting lineup, they got Jar Jar Binks, Shane Wright, Lucas Raymond. Their returning player is indeed Pavel Datsuk. On defense, they've got Chychrun and Mo Sider up to a 90. Oilers, they've got Hannes Edvinsson, brother of Simone actually, Tyson Berry, Evan Bouchard, Darnell Nurse, all of them incredibly talented. And then the forward core, you know, is going to be stacked. Draisaitl, McDavid, Tyler Tullio, Theo was picked as their 90. Wayne Gretzky, obviously the easiest legend to bring back. And in goal, they've got Stuart Skinner. The Panthers, they've got Spencer Knight and Venusaur. Their defense, or the forwards, look like this. Huberto Barkov, Bure, absolutely incredible. Lundell Reinhardt and Miroslav Satan. On defense, they've got Pablo Sanchez and Aaron Ekblad, Eager and Gunnar Stahl on the second line. Up next is LA. They've got Owen Power and Brant Clark. No one cares about the other four. Their forward core looks like this: Burke, Decidui, and Robitaille. Tomasino, Byfield, Kaliev, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Gyarados on the third line, sorry. Goalie-wise, they've got Chris Drieger and Rodrigo Doritos. Off to Minnesota, they've got Jesper Wallstedt at a 90 with Nico Dawes. Their forward core looks like this: Kaprizov, Rossi, Gabrick, their legend returning, Matthew Boldy, Joel Eriksson Ek, and Sergei Ovechkin. E-core looks good: Brodin, Spurgeon, Sanheim, and Kalen Addison. Montreal, they've got Gerard, and they brought back PK Subban. Forward-wise, they've got Kravtsov, Dubois, Caulfield, Xavier Laflemme, Kakanemi, Garatina, Marie-Philippe Poulin. Incredibly stacked. And in net, they've got Yaroslav Askarov, who dog shit in this game for whatever reason. Speaking of dog shit, here are the Devils. They've got Mackenzie Blackwood in goal. Their forward core looks like this: Fiala, Jack Hughes, Tony Soprano, Ivan, Wayne Glensky, and Dawson Mercer. But the real strength of this team comes on defense, where they've got 99 overall Misha Song next to Queen Lizzie the second pair Luke Hughes and Dougie Hamilton, and third pair is Ty Smith and David Jiricek. Definitely their strong suit. The Rangers, they got Brian Leetch as their returning legend, Keandre Miller on that first pair with him. Patty Kane, Filipino, Artemi Panarin, I almost said Artem Anisimov. Second line is Lafreniere, Korjak, and Jaeger. And their goaltender, obviously, is still the big bad Igor Shesterkin. Off to the Senators, they've got 90 overall Mads Sogard and 86 overall Jesper Petrakinen in net. Offensively, they got Benson, Stützle, Alfredson, an absolutely disgusting line. Sigafrido, Batherson, Kachuk, Pinto, Red, and Miller. Overall gross. Chabot and Sanderson manning the top pair. In Philly, they've got Torterra and Jonas Wu as their top two. David Schultz is their returning legend on the first line, with Arceus and Yamaguchi Turco being their second line center. And their goalie still is the unpredictable Carter Hart. Off to Pittsburgh, they've got SpongeBob SquarePants as their number one goalie. First line is Mitchkov Pelkia and Jaromir Jagr. That's their returning legend. And their defensive core consists of Nick Hague, Artem Zub, and Cassie Campbell. Quebec, they got Dick Mountain with Dante Fabro. Also on forward core, they've got Jagr. Peter Stastny was their returning legend, as well as Forsberg still on the Haley Wickenheiser up to a 90 overall, and their goaltender being nobody else than Saros. Seattle Rocket a 90 overall, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Their starting forward core is Sergei Fedorov. Every team got to bring back one legend for Season 7, and since Seattle really doesn't have any, we let them just pick any legend that wasn't picked. So Mitch ended up going with Fedorov. 94 overall, Mark Scheifele. 90 overall, Kakkonen, as well as a 90 overall, Howden. Very deep core. Defense lacking a little bit: Provorov, Shylington, and Ty Nelson. Off to the Sharks, they've got Bjornfot, Nemec, Wick, White, Samurott, and Captain Eric Carlson. Forward core: Danny Heatley, Tomas Hertl, Timo Meyer, 90 overall, Barabanov, a couple other guys on there. Goaltender wise, who else but Vesa Toskala and Kirill Vezmelka. St. Louis rocking the Huto and Keanu Reeves. You might notice there's Keanu Reeves and John Wick in this. If they ever play each other, I don't know what would happen. First line, Cole Eiserman, the Played Man, and Jordan Kyrou. Couple high overall picks there. Their returning legend is Chris Pronger, who will play top line minutes with Topi Nicola. Off to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sorry, I forgot what their name was. Hedman, Jolteon, their top pair. Forward core wise, it's Kucherov, Point, and Martin Saint Louis. Stamkos up to a 90 as well, and in goal it's still Andre Vasilevsky with a little bit of sexy Tanner Emerson. Toronto Maple Leafs, they're rocking DiPietro and Bloomqvist. I think I have to check that. I don't know if that's correct. I thought they had a different... I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Starting lineup, Michael Misa, Matthews, and Nylander, Matt Sundin, Palpatine, and Goku, an incredibly stacked top six. Vince Dunn, Sandin, Morgan Riley, and Tony the Tiger round out a nice top four. Off to the Vancouver Canucks, they've got Quinn Hughes, Kevin Bieksa, Jacob Bernard Docker, and Matthias Samuelsson. Top line forward wise is Tiggy Ginla, Elias Pettersson, Ivan Miroshnikenko, Farabee, Horvat, and Hoglander make up the second line. And in goal, still Thatcher Demko. You're going to notice a lot of goalies haven't moved around except for this one. Apo Kakinen is on the Vegas Golden Knights up to. Well, he'll be manning the crease in this final season. Their forward core is Victor Olofsson, Eichel, Corey, Yamamoto, Typhlosion, and you should listen to Coldplay. And then a couple shitters. No one cares about Mark Stone anymore. D-core, though, Shea Theodore, Vladimir Konstantinov, Shea Weber, and David Salcedo. Very nice. The Jets up next. It's Hinola, Pionk, Bernape, Jersey. Offensively, a very potent team. Connor Perfetti, Solane, Ehlers, Charizard, Toffoli, Jano, Newhook, and Gunther. In goal, they've got Love, Herenstam, and Olnefeld. And the final team, the Washington Capitals, they've got Sheldon Plankton in net, Elias Samsonov backing him up. Starting lineup is Berkeley Caton, McMichael Connolly, their returning legend, instead of Ovechkin. I don't know why. Fuck you, Pat. Lucas Reichel, Lapierre, and probably will be Tom Wilson. And on D, a little rough, but they do have Serge Savard, Chewbacca, LJ Grons, and Peter Oliver Joseph. So there are your teams, ladies and gentlemen, for the final season. We're going to do, obviously, our quick test sim. I just have to go to settings real quick and change the, I think it's rules, so there's no injuries. And then we just run with it and we see who wins. May the best team win. Hopefully it's my team. If it's not, fuck you, Spence. Jets. We'll go to January 1st. We'll see what the league's looking like, see what the standings are like, and then we'll go right to the end. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Season 7 test sim. Who will win? Who will lose? Who will sing the blues? I don't know. Probably St. Louis. They are the Blues. Can't believe Winnipeg plays Anaheim 3 times in the first month, and they're also 4-4. For the uninitiated, aka the people who are new to this, we stream this almost daily during the season. Season 7, I'm gonna say honestly, season 5 and beyond, it kind of gets a little crazy, but the first seasons are pretty true to NHL. There aren't, McDavid's the best player, blah blah blah, you get it. Then it gets a little bit more fun when we stop caring as much. But yeah, this is what it looks like for the people who don't know. In NHL 22, this will be season 7. So season 6 season 1 we had Tampa Bay beat Colorado. In season 2 we had Colorado beat Buffalo. In season 3 we had Carolina beat Edmonton. Season 4 was Buffalo beating somebody, I don't remember. Oh, St. Louis. Season 5 San Jose beat Buffalo, and then season 6 Buffalo beat Winnipeg. We'll look at the standings here halfway through the season. Rather Toffoli with 41 points. Who's fucking surprised? Your Central Division, Jets have a 2-point lead on both the Wild and the Blues. Dallas, Detroit, Colorado, Arizona, and the Blackhawks, only 28 points. Atlantic-wise, Florida has the top so far with a 4-point lead on the Sens, 1-point lead on the Nordiques, Montreal with 38, Buffalo 37, Lightning with 35, Bruins 31, and the Leafs with 27. Metro-wise, Columbus with the lead, Devils and the Rangers second and third, Pittsburgh right there. Atlanta's only 4 out of the playoffs, Caps are 5, Hurricanes are 9, and the Flyers 11. Calgary first in the league with 52. If you saw their roster, you're not surprised. Ducks with 47, Sharks, Kraken 42, Oilers, Vegas 40, LA 39, and Vancouver 34. Take a look here. Entire league leading goal scorer or point scorer is Matvei Michkov with 51, Jaromir Jagr with 47, Stamkos 46, McKinnon 40, Benson and Yzerman 42, Toffoli, McDavid, Scheifele, Tyson Barrie, Wayne Gretzky 41. Leading goal scorer will be Zach Benson with 33. Assists will be Jagr with 35. And the only other thing we care about is wins. Should be Markstrom. Oh, it's actually Love Aronstam with 19. Kurt Skinner with 18. That one's for you, Mitch. So, we're gonna go to the end of the season. Oh, that'll be April 30th, I think. And best of luck in the second half to you guys. And we'll see what happens. Fuck you, MP. I just beat. Yeah, though, I guess I can give a brief rundown. This is pretty simplistic. You don't have to be super active or involved. You just got to sign players. And trade players or whatever and draft. I'll tell you or I'll text you when things are coming up, but yeah, you don't have to do a whole lot. Most of it's done by the admins, so it's pretty nice. But this is basically what it is. We do it a lot slower than this. The test sims, I don't want to spend 4 hours manually simming every game like this. But during the live streams, I'll go in, we'll watch a couple games and all that, and we'll probably get through about 10-20 games a stream. So it's about 2 weeks per season, 2 weeks for the off season. So about every month we get through a season. Sometimes a little faster, sometimes a little slower. It depends on what's going on. But yeah, this is basically what it is. The season's coming to an end here. Looks like the Jets are on 100 points. Yep, and they've clinched a playoff spot. I can't see much else. I don't know who else is clinched. Looks like the Sabres, the Wild, the Blues also clinched, so congratulations to all of them. I'm going to have to sim forward one more day. All right, playoff matchups have been determined. Calgary versus Edmonton in round 1. Drew, this is like the 5th time this has happened. I am both so happy and so sorry for you. But let's take a look. Central Division, Jets ran away with it. 7-point lead on the Wild. Blues with 91. Coyotes, Stars, Avalanche, Blackhawks, and the Red Wings all miss. In the Atlantic, Ottawa wins the division with 91. Tampa with 90. Buffalo with 90. Florida with 89. Montreal with 89. Quebec with 87. Toronto and Boston missed by a bunch. In the Metro, Columbus runs away with it, 108 points. Pittsburgh with 98. Devils and Rangers 94, 92. Atlanta, Carolina, the Capitals, and the Flyers all missed by quite a bit. And in the Pacific, it looks like Calgary wins the President's Trophy with 110 points. LA 103, Kraken 100, Ducks 94, and 92. Vegas, San Jose, and Vancouver all missed the playoffs as well. Let's look at points here for the entire league. Jaromir Jagr actually comes away with it with 104 points. Connor McDavid 99, Michkov 99, Scheifele 99, Misha Song 99, Stamkos 98, Gretzky 94, Yzerman 92, and Kovalchuk 92. Looks like a lot of the legends had some pretty good years. No one actually cares about the goalie awards or anything. Let's just hop right into the playoffs. And we'll follow the President's Trophy winning Calgary Flames as they take on the Edmonton Oilers in the first round. Game 1, take it 3-2. Looks like Seattle's got a 1-0 lead. A couple other teams look more once it gets closer. Calgary with a 2-0 lead. Game 3, they do drop it in Edmonton. Any teams up 3-0. Buffalo's beating Tampa 3-0, and Pittsburgh's beating Devils 0. Pittsburgh has swept the Devils 4-0. Let's see here. Calgary has beaten Edmonton 4-1. Florida has beaten Columbus 4-1. Every other series is 3-2. LA's beaten Seattle 4-2. Minnesota's beaten St. Louis 4-2. Buffalo's beaten Tampa 4-2, which means Ottawa and the Rangers are 3-3, and Winnipeg and the Ducks are 3-3. Looks like Ottawa beat the Rangers in Game 7, and Winnipeg beat whoever the fuck Anaheim in 7. So now you got Calgary, LA, Winnipeg, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Florida, Ottawa, Buffalo. Game 1 goes to Calgary 2-1. Game 2 goes to Calgary 4-3. Game 3 goes to LA 7-1. Bit of a blowout. Game 4 goes to LA 4-3. Pittsburgh's up 3-1. Winnipeg's up 3-1, and the other series are tied at 2. Calgary comes back with a 4-1 win in Game 5. Pittsburgh has won their series. They will go to the conference finals after beating Florida 4-1. We'll have a Game 7, Winnipeg versus Minnesota, Calgary versus LA, and Buffalo has beaten Ottawa 4-2. See what happens here. LA has dethroned the number 1 seed in the league, and they will play Winnipeg in round 2 or 3, and Buffalo will play Pittsburgh in round. Winnipeg wins Game 1. Pittsburgh wins Game 1 over the Sabres. Winnipeg wins Game 2. Buffalo ties that series up. LA wins Game 3. Pittsburgh wins Game 3. LA wins Game 4. And Buffalo wins Game 4. It's tied at 2. Winnipeg wins Game 3. Pittsburgh wins Game 3. And Winnipeg wins Game 4. And Game 6. Pittsburgh wins Game 6, which means we've got a Winnipeg-Pittsburgh conference or cup final. Let's see here. Winnipeg takes Game 1 5-3. Winnipeg takes Game 2 6-4. Pittsburgh takes Game 3 6-3. Pittsburgh takes Game 4 6-3. Winnipeg takes Game 5 3-1. Pittsburgh takes Game 7 or takes Game 4. Game 6 4-1. Sorry, I'm losing my voice and my mind. Let's slow sim the final game. Kyle Connor scores first, 1-0 Winnipeg. Nico Hischier ties it up. It's a 1-1 game in the first period. Clock's winding down here. See a 1-1 tie. Head to second. Couple power plays switched around. Nobody can score on either. Another Pittsburgh power play, 5-on-3, killed off by the Jets, and it's Maxim Mammon and then Matvei Michkov 3-1 Pittsburgh in Game 7. 4-1, it's Jared McCann, should have been a Leaf. 5-1 Mammon. I think we're fine to just sim ahead. Pittsburgh will take Game 7 6-1 and will take home the Stanley Cup in the final. Well, this is the test sim, so no one really cares, but Pittsburgh Penguins are your cup winners. let's look at all the fun stats. Mostly just the awards. Pittsburgh wins the Cup. Calgary gets the Presidents. Winnipeg and Pittsburgh are the Cup Finals. Art Ross goes to Jaromir Jagr. Hart Memorial, Steven Stamkos, James Morris, Misha Song, Lady Bing, Wayne Gretzky, Calder, Jagr, Conn Smythe, Michkov. Daniil Tarasov gets the Vezina and the Jennings. Lundqvist gets the Masterson. McDavid gets the Selke. Stamkos gets the Lindsay. And Zach Benson gets the Richard Trophy. That's your Season 7 test sim. You've seen all the rosters. You've seen what's going on. Remember, we play with injuries on, so things can get a little fucky. But that seems to be it. If your team sucked, I'm sorry. Build a better team in 23. If you're not coming back for 23, build a better team whenever you decide to come back. But yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm going to upload this right now, and I'll probably catch you tonight for the actual stream. Have a good day. Bye.